This farm is a 3-acre plot. And if you look around, you notice that the layout and design of this farm is unique to other places that you would have visited. There is a prominent windbreak around the farm. And this has come about because of our interaction with Agency for Rural Transformation in terms of how we design our plots to mitigate the effects of climate change. It could be extreme floods or extreme dryness, droughts, etc. In terms of maximizing our efforts here, we tend to do different styles of farming. We have alley farming. As you notice, there's a cable here, there's a cable on my left, and you'll find clusters of pineapples planted within that area. They are planted on mounds. So you have passion fruit growing on the cables, you have pineapples growing on the mounds.
We see here that he maximizes the use of sort of immediate and available resources. The bamboo comes from close by. The grass comes from what you cut, okay, to provide you with mulching. Also, a lot of times people don't understand or realize that he's even maximizing the use of space. So he's farming, it's what you must say, literally, at the ground level. But by doing passion fruit, you maximize the use of vertical. Okay, so you're using that space in the air, which is not oftentimes recognized. So you could use that with things like passion fruit, beans, and other runners to give you that maximum use of space.
The selection of crops is very important. Here we receive just about, and that's Moya area, about 1,100 millimeters of rain annually. It can be very dry, and when it's wet sometimes we have a little too much because we don't have the facilities to store all the water. The terrain doesn't really cater for ponds, so we have to use plastic tanks, the tough tanks, etc. When we came in to the school to do this partnership, the layout was there in terms of the infrastructure for the goat pen and the tanks, etc. But in terms of producing vegetables for the school, we came with the idea that we should use the encased beds so that we can integrate all the aspects of climate smart agriculture that was possible at the point in time. And we help in the construction of those encased beds there. And this design proved well for crop association.
I am the science coordinator for our school, St. Patrick's Anglican. So my main duty is basically agriculture science and general science in the classroom. We try to motivate them first in the classroom, make them realize that we have a program here really, it's from the farm to the table. So what we produce on the farm, we get it to the school feeding program. So if you notice, we have some terracing here. The kids were involved. We do some intercropping. There is mulching. And we also use a rainwater harvesting program where we store the water and then use that back into our farm. We have a compost heap that we produce compost with. And then we have the goats there that we use the feces and the remains of grass and so on to incorporate that back into our soil so that we have what we call natural, good, healthy food for the kids to eat.